According to Kevin, one of the most effective presentations come wintertime and cold water is a suspending jerkbait.
Looking at the watercolor, I'd say something white.
Something white?
Yep.
French pearl or something?
French pearl or stain reaction. What is that?
That's Dow's Vito. It's a badass little jerkbait.
It might be a little bit too deep for this.
I keep it up. I fish it in like 3-4 feet of water.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, so
yeah. Try it.
You throwing mono or fluoro, Kevin?
Both.
You throwing both?
Both. Yeah. Mostly fluoro.
Yeah.
But I'll always, that's one of the things that I'll do is, man, I won't ever come out here with that one rod with mono on it.
Yeah.
Because some days, that makes all the difference in the world.
I've got one, my other one has mono. I'm gonna put fluoro on this one.
I've seen days where just, keeping the bait up, elevated just a little bit, makes a big difference.
The difference between using a mono line and fluorocarbon line has everything to do with buoyancy. Fluoro is denser than water and will make your bait run deeper, while mono floats and will do the opposite.
Almost be nice to have a high vis line to do this.
Sometimes, I use like either a white or a yellow braid.
Yep.
Tie a long leader on it. Being able to see the line does make a difference. And, I say that, but a lot of times, you'll feel the bite.
Yep.
But there's a lot of times where you won't feel the bite. You'll visibly, you'll see that line.
A nice stump right there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a big laydown right here. You can just barely see the...
Yeah, I can see it.
That's the root wad on it. It runs upstream.
Oh, okay.
And there'll be one... There'll be several around it. It's a really big tree.
It's sitting in deeper water too?
Yeah, it's right on the edge of the ditch. It's in a perfect spot. Right there.
He's got one. There we go.
Just saw the line jump. Just saw that line. He's not a big one, but he's a bite. All of a sudden I got real warm inside.
You felt like real warm?
I got real warm inside, yeah.
I'll get him for you.
Oh, there's a little guy.
He's a little guy.
A little guy. Nice. Thanks, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I was just sitting there, and all of a sudden that line went took. I went, hey, there's one right there.
At least they let you know it.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. And, we gotten back in here in this creek far enough that the water's changed color just a little bit.
Yep.
And it's a little bit clearer. It's got a little bit more green to it. And sometimes that makes a big difference. Water clarity makes a big difference. Obviously, the clearer the water is, they can see that bait further.
Yeah.
And I think, I think that those bites that you can feel, I think that fish is moving a long distance to hit that bait.
Yeah, he's charging it.
He's charging it. We tend to think cold water where fish don't move very much. I think when they want to eat something, they'll move a long way to get it.
Yeah.
Because some of the bites that you get, on a suspending jerkbait are just vicious. I was just sitting there watching the line and just, doop, yeah.
Like that one?
Yeah. Same thing?
Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
You said,
nice.
Doop, and I watched the line go, doop. I was like, oh, like that. I got you.
There you go.
That's on that deeper diving jerkbait too.
They might be getting it closer to the bottom. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. That's a really nice one. Oh yeah, JP, my man. Good job, bro. That's a nice one.
Thank you, sir.
Cool. Not a squad minnow, is it?
No, it's called a Dow's Vito. It's a nose down jerkbait.
Yeah, they like that here. For some reason, I don't know why. And that's one of the things about suspending jerkbaits is the majority of them are designed to suspend at a specific temperature. Yeah. The warmer it gets above that, the more they're going to float. The colder it gets below that specific temperature, they're going to start sinking. I've got 3 or 4 brands that I know, they suspend differently at different temperatures. One of the things that you can do to, to counteract that sinking is, right now, I think we're both throwing fluorocarbon.
Yeah, go to mono.
If you'll change to monofilament, it'll help that bait stay up.
Yeah.
What we're really trying to do is work the bait all the way back to the boat till we can see it.
Yep.
Because a lot of times they'll follow it, follow it, follow it. And I mean, just as it's coming up to the boat, I mean, you'll look down and you'll be there looking at it. And, you know, sometimes they'll smack it, sometimes they won't.
What I'm quickly learning is that attention to detail makes all the difference in the world. Line diameter, line type, water clarity, bait attributes, water temperature, and the list goes on and on. All of it makes a huge difference, and it separates the men from the boys. Understanding how to put the pieces of the puzzle together makes these guys so successful come wintertime.
There's a fish. Got him.
Got one?
Yep. Yeah, watch the line just start swimming.
Yep. Two. Nice. That's a decent one. It's spotted bass. No, it's not. It's regular old largemouth. Just barely hooked though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in like...
In the corner, yeah. Oh, he's like all the way through and back out. Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happened. He got the whole treble went through. Crazy spots on him. Yeah, he's got that nice little look to him. Hit him back. Woo-hoo. Cold putting your hand in the water.
I don't plan on putting my hand in the water. I think that's a bad idea.
I'd like to know how many fish looked at our baits in this pocket. That's what I'd like to know.
Yes. When we pulled it by a bunch of them that probably never even, was like, no, not interested, too cold. Just gonna sit here and chill, literally sit here and chill.
With a few fish caught, Kevin is ready to move to another spot, looking for the right temperature and water color or collection of bait. Those three things seem to trump everything else.
Like I said, this is where the majority of the bait in this whole creek spends the winter. He's right here in this chute because it's the deepest water.
Right.
You know, it's protected from the wind. Get that first bite, you know?
Yep, let them tell you what they want.
Yeah. But I mean, the one thing I can promise you is it won't be a fast retrieve. It will be slow. It's just a matter of how slow is it gonna be. But still, you talk, oh, there was one right there.
Got him?
Smacked it, nope. Just as I was pulling it, he smacked it. See if he'll come back and hit it again. And you'd think with 3 treble hooks, there he is. You'd think with 3 treble hooks, you'd get them hooked every single time. But it doesn't work that way. That's a nice fish.
Nice fish, yeah. Oh yeah, it's a nice one.
You can't get in a hurry, you know? I see a lot of guys in the wintertime, they try and get in a hurry. And man, you can't do that with light wire hooks, you know, and small line. You just gotta take your time. See, that one slapped at it because he's hooked. Get him up here. You got him?
Whoop. Just went on void. Doing surgery here.
Now, you can see how that one's hooked? But yeah, he's hooked underneath. He just smacked it with his head. And he probably, that first time...
tried to injure it?
Yep, that first time that I felt him, that's just that little tick, and he probably just came up and swatted that bait. Yeah. Followed it, and finally swatted it again. And got it. But that's a pretty typical Lake Dardanelle bass.
Good looking fish.
Yeah, beautiful fish, you know.
Nothing wrong with that. It's almost like it's getting dirtier as we move out through this.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from where we started right back there, it's got a little bit more stain to it. And usually that's one of the things you really got to pay attention to when you're fishing in all these creeks and stuff. Because the water will, you know, it will vary.
Yeah.
And usually you want to stay in the clearest, the clearest water you can find. It'll give you a better chance of getting bit.
Yep.
And you don't have to.
Yeah, it's not like they're not there.
No, it's not like they're not there, but cold, muddy water, it's pretty hard to get a bite. Cold, clear water, that's, you can get a bite in cold, clear water. Cold, muddy, not so much. That makes it a little tough. So we'll go find some that's a little bit clearer.
All right.
And that's one of the things that you have to do is, you have to cover a little bit of water in the wintertime. It's not always pleasant, but that's one of the things that you have to do. You gotta look around and see where the clear water's at, because that's where you're gonna stand a better chance of getting bit.